One of the things a lady over the age of 40 should have is a planner.
In our 40s, you can't be putting on foundation and your skin turns red. Like, you get, like, it's not for your hue, it's not your undertone.
Another thing is a ridiculously expensive item.
I don't think I have that either.
But we have some years.
Yeah.
Some years. Another thing you should have when you're over the age of 40 is a hobby for the soul. Do you guys have hobbies?
For the soul.
For the soul.
For the soul.
For the soul.
Hi guys, welcome to our channel.
Before we start, I want to say a big what's up and thank you to Lemonade Finance for sponsoring this video. If you live in the UK, in the US and Canada, and you're thinking of sending some money back home, Lemonade Finance is for you.
With Lemonade Finance, you can make instant transfers at zero fees and at the best FX rates, all while enjoying great customer service.
Click the link in the description box below to download the Lemonade Finance app and enjoy 10 British pounds cashback on your first transaction above £100. This holiday season, tumakitu. Send money home for free with Lemonade Finance. Hi guys, welcome to another episode on Over 25. All four of us are on set after a short break from myself, from Ivy. Yeah, it's good to have all four of us back here.
Yeah.
Maybe we can start with introductions for the people who are new here. We can start on my right.
Jules_her on my Instagram, or you can find me on my tiny little channel or YouTube, or my podcast with Kinanoni. It's related, I promise. And my new podcast dropping soon. So this is love.
Yay, congratulations.
Thank you.
And my name is Shiki. You can find me on Instagram as Miss Tiramisu.
I am Lonzi Gatabaki. You can find me on Instagram as Lonzi Gatabaki.
Ivy, just Ivy Africa across all my social media platforms.
All right. Okay. Nice to see you, ladies.
Nice to see you.
And thank you for being here again. So today, or rather throughout this year, I think even in last year, a lot of our conversations have been around our lives as 30-year-old women. And we are steadily approaching our mid-30s.
Please don't say 40s.
Yeah. Steadily approaching our mid-30s. So there's something that I think it's actually Ivy who had reminded me some time ago. We had a conversation with Caroline Mutoko some years back. I'm sure the ladies remember. Unfortunately, the episode did not make it to our YouTube because of technical issues. But there's something that she told us. I think then we were in our early 30s. We had just tasted 30.
Yeah.
And she told us that 30 to 35 really flies. And I think we have seen that.
Guy.
Yeah.
We
Like
have
me, I
really
blinked.
seen that.
I blinked.
You blinked. She had told us these are our working years. Yeah.
That's crazy.
You said at 35 is when you'll see who was working and who was sleeping.
Whoa.
Guy.
That's in like 2 days.
Like, that's when
But you
you
guys
know.
don't look that age.
Guys.
If you must know.
Thanks, guys. Yeah. Still trying to look 28. Yeah, so we thought we should have a conversation that looks to the future. Yeah. We are not approaching our 40s just yet. But Lorna came across something interesting on the internet that said, I think it was a list of things that you should have as a lady over the age of 40. So today we're just kind of trying to we are measuring the temperature to see how far we are in this list, to see whether some of these things are even valid in our lives, because they may not be things that we're interested in.
Yeah.
So we are very much referring to an article on the internet, which I believe we will be able to link as we're posting this. And I'll be reading through a number of things that they say as a lady over the age of 40 you should have. X, Y, and Z. All right? And then I'd love to hear what the ladies have to say about that. Tuko tayari?
Tayari.
We're ready?
Ready.
All right, I'll start you off with a fairly easy one, which I can tell you for sure I don't have. One of the things a lady over the age of 40 should have is a planner.
A planner, like
Planner. Okay. Like a daily planner. Okay.
What about a notebook?
Well, I guess that's if it is planning your day. For me, I usually have a to-do list, and I like to write a physical to-do list. And whoever wrote this article says reason number 1, because you're forgetting stuff already and pretending as if you're not. I think everyone is. It's pretty much
The
guilty of
PA
that.
planner.
Yeah, that's your planner.
that's your planner.
That is your planner. Yeah, so basically to plan. Another reason she gives here is nothing good comes from being unprepared. So I feel like this is because as we grow older, we have a lot more on our minds. We are juggling a lot more stuff. So it's basically to be a prepared woman.
Yeah.
How prepared are you guys?
Yeah. I'm even wondering, like, who doesn't have a planner? Like, just even as a person, doesn't have to be a woman who's almost 35 or 40, but you must be quite disorganized. Like, even if it's not a physical book, like even on your notes in your phone,
How
you
do
must
do the
be.
planning?
Yeah, for me, every day, every morning, I have.
Do you write down?
I write down physically.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
old
a
school like that.
Write that down.
Write down.
Anyway, yeah, I have to write it down, then tick it off at the end of the day. That's how I work. Yeah.
Ivy's planner is a PA.
Yeah, but I do have a book that is like literally just a checklist. I also really appreciate focused and guided journals as a plan, like for your year. And then I have now my strategies for my business. Those are the way I do my plans.
Okay.
And then recently when I was speaking to my friend and what do I call her? In my personal board of directors. Irene told me I have to have a plan 10 years and 15 years from now. I have never sat down and written a plan 10 years and 15 years from now. Normally if you come maybe 5, but she's like, even for your personal self. So that's now the next set of my planning that I want to do. Yeah, 10, 15 years. It's so crazy to imagine yourself 15 years from now.
I don't
50.
Oh my God.
I don't even know.
I don't think I've even ever done a 5-year plan. I know people say, what's your 5-year plan? I applaud it.
Yeah.
I think I just don't know, first of all, how to do it.
Yeah.
Like, what do you plan? Okay, you can have a financial goal. I want to be earning this much. Even just general planning where they say stuff like, because for me, what works is like, I'll do like a 1 or 2 year plan. I'm like, by this time next year, I want to be earning this much.
Yeah.
But I don't go as far as these are the tactics to get me there. Maybe because I don't know how to create those plans. Maybe I'm just not empowered. Like, how do you, and I've done 1 or 2 goal setting classes, but I'm just like, nah, it's not working. So, okay, fine, your goal is to make 800,000 shillings a month. Now you're done with this little 300 that you thought was going to do you well.
Yeah.
What are the tactics? I don't know.
How do you
Even me.
Make more content, expand your network.
That's it.
Really?
Yeah, that's it.
And then now you're telling me 10
and then after that,
So now like expand your networks, you can tell yourself, attend 2 key events every month.
Right.
Okay.
Leave there with a contact, follow up with those contacts.
Right.
And then, other than creating more content, you can, say something like increase your rate card, collaborate with people, increase how much YouTube pays me by figuring out how to infiltrate other markets. It's literally that.
Okay.
My problem is I will write a plan.
Then you follow through.
Consistency in sticking to it. Sometimes I have to jolt myself back up to.
Yeah.
But what I really, of course, is checking every month or wherever. Check to see. But sometimes what I've seen is sometimes I'm like, fuck, I'm so far from this plan, and then I need to
get back
rejolt. But babe, that's actually it.
But I want to know how to do it properly. See, this is me guessing because in school we did strategy.
We know,
So I know it's
goal
like, what is the goal?
Yeah.
What are the tactics?
Yeah.
What are the daily habits? What are the, but is it really, I think I really want to know now, as an adult who's almost, like I'd call myself an entrepreneur, how do you set goals, financial goals for yourself? So there's financial and then maybe personal goals. How do you do that? I want to be, for me, like I do a vision board and I leave it at that. Like I'll say I want to have this amount of money. These are the kind of relationships I want to have in my life. These are the kind of personal relationships, friendship relationships, and this is the kind of lifestyle I want to live in the next year.
Yeah.
But I don't do like tactics because I didn't even think, if you need to attend, like I've not thought that far.
Yeah.
And then I guess sometimes I get scared of even making such plans because I'm like, because life can happen to you sometimes.
Yeah.
Like where is the flexibility? How do you incorporate the fact that things can happen that are beyond your control.
Pandemics and the like.
Yeah, pandemics. I guess you adjust, but I think for me, I think I'd like to redo a goal. Is it goal setting? Like a session.
We can bring a life coach. Benjamin can come back.
A
and then we
life
can also
coach.
bring in our financial
Yes,
expert
yes.
to teach us about those setting financial goals, because there's a standard ladder that once you learn how to follow that ladder, and then you have to have grace when you're making your goals, because even when it comes to financial discipline, you're told it can take you 6 months to a year. So you really also have to forgive yourself. You have to give yourself a lot of grace. You set that plan today, it may not work 6 months from now, but practicing delayed gratification and giving yourself a lot of grace and forgiving yourself will be good. Let's get Benjamin back here to teach us how to do life goals and then get an expert in finance.
That would be awesome.
It would be nice to have a holistic one like that.
Actually, it's good to know in the comment section how many of you people actually do this for yourselves. Because I think for me, like I have the general knowledge, I see the general importance, but I don't. What is stopping me? There must be some sort of, is it called self-limiting belief that is making me not go to put that stuff down, and I want that out of the way because I do see the value in it. But I think there's a fear I must have, like, oh, I'm going to come back here a year later, and then I'm just like, look, you did.
Just disappointed.
But I don't know. We need to. That's what I need. I don't know. Anyway, I want to know how to do it and how to do it well. And maybe figure out those self-limiting beliefs. Like, why am I not doing it? Like, why am I not creating those goals? I'll just do the vision, but I'm like, let's just stick to that.
That should be fine. There's something that Ivy has said that I think feeds into another point I've seen, which is having realistic goals. You talked about giving yourself some grace. I don't know if this is feeding from in your 20s and maybe early 30s, you're dreaming really big, but now you're kind of like zeroing into the things that are realistic. Yeah, but one of the things is you should have realistic goals.
Yeah, but I think by realistic, what it should mean is because for me, what has worked in terms of realistic is this. Yeah. There's once upon a time I had this. Do you remember you guys when you came to my house once? When you still used to shoot at my house, my mom's house. There's like a vision board I had crumpled up. I don't know who was saying, what's this over here? I'm like, it's my vision board. I removed it because it's giving me pressure. Because I remember there's an amount of money I think I've made that kind of money more than once. But I was like, this is going to be my goal per month by Sijui when. And it was nice to dream about it, but it was not, I didn't believe that it was possible.
Okay.
So I think the point for me for realistic is like, you can be the kind of person who you can make give me an amount.
That 800,000.
You can make 800,000 if you apply yourself in a certain way. It's possible for you. So it's realistic in your life to make it, but it's not believable to your psychology. So that's what I'm trying to say, the difference between like it's realistic for me to make 600K a month. It's possible for us to do it actually. There are ways we can manage as a group individually. Yeah. But do I believe it? Maybe once. I believe that it can happen once as a stroke of good luck and opportunity meeting preparation. You have this great product and you have this great whatever that has allowed you to make this money. Will it happen every day? I mean, every month for the rest of my life? Maybe I don't believe it. And that's what we need to switch. So when you have a goal, what has worked for me in the past, and maybe I need to revive that. I'll set a goal which is much more than where I'm at. Like maybe double, let's say triple, maybe 1.5 more. And that one I can believe it. So you know how you say when you set intentions, it's like the universe conspires for you, for things to fall into place. Yeah. So it should be that believability to you now. When you're like, oh, you mean I can get to this much? Or then I can get to this much. Then I think you can grow. That's what has worked for me. Oh, by the way, Ivy, I know yours is different. You reach for the stars and then you
audacious.
That's what motivates you. You can say 5 million and you're like, yeah, why not? Yeah, for me, I'll just be like, sure, great.
Cute.
Yeah, so I think also maybe knowing yourself. Okay. Knowing what drives you. Me, a goal, when I see it, like now I just pulled down my vision board. I didn't feel like it was working for me. So I got discouraged rather than motivated.
Yes. And even that's I think what's one of the things that's mentioned in this article. They're saying that setting goals that just frustrate you.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Because the example that they've given is I will travel to all 7 continents in the next 6 months.
Yeah.
You know?
I lose 10 kilograms in 2 weeks.
Exactly. You see, it's not realistic. All it will do is frustrate you. It won't push you. Yeah, so I guess you're old enough to know what will push you and what.
And by that time, by the time we're getting to 40, we'd have honed the habit of setting smart goals. I don't like that it just is
Smart
realistic.
goals, yeah.
We'd have done it and we'd have known, we'd have experienced that thing, the way Julia is saying, I didn't think this would happen, but it's happened. It's happened to me over time. Where now by the time we're these 40s, it's like, 800K, okay. What about $800K? Dollars. It's possible. And then the other thing, when Julia was saying, you know your goals are audacious. I wasn't always like that. But when I started surrounding myself and meeting people who talk about goals and things that I used to think are so big and it's so casual, I was like, shit, so why are they more special than
But I
me?
think you were always like that.
I didn't have arty figures in my head. Now I have. Before it was, I know I'm gonna be rich.
Okay,
at 15.
okay, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
We're like, that's what we're going to do.
Gonna be
We're
rich.
We're like, but what if you end up and you're shouting for all of us and we all had you. Yeah. We had you things and you are now poor.
That's my issue.
Then one day,
and then
but that's worrying what people will think.
Yeah.
You should give a fuck.
That's very
So
true.
maybe I'm worrying, I'll be poor, and then you guys will be like, remember that day when she was saying,
Yeah.
so fucking what?
Yeah, even Donald Trump was bankrupt before he became a billionaire. Again, money
Hey, but
seasons.
that's a different kind of.
Money seasons. Yeah, but when you hang out with people who talk about some of these things, like it's so casual to them, and then you ask yourself, why is that person more special than me? And then you also realize, okay, so how old are you? Okay, 48, 43. Okay, by the time you're at this, this is what you're doing, and then you just start also emulating, and then that's when you realize, shit, it's possible. And then you end up in rooms where people are talking bigger. I was just like, man, it's beautiful.
It's definitely surrounding yourself with such people has a lot to do with it. Yeah.
And being intentional about it, not being there to leech and get tequila. You have to be there with a mental notebook and absorb.
For drinks.
And when they call you, you answer, like you go, like, okay, I'm ready. Here to learn. Yeah. So yeah, putting yourself in those uncomfortable situations.
with an open mind.
With an open mind.
Yeah. Oof. Wow.
These people who talk about buying lakes.
I know. I mean, wow.
That really, I was like, oh.
I would love to buy a
Possible.
bedroom. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Wow.
so realistic goals.
Realistic goals. And there the takeout is not a goal that you set and then it just frustrates you and doesn't, push you. Yeah.
Have you guys done your goals for this year though? Did you do it?
I did mine at the beginning of the year. Have I gone back to them? Really not much.
You should stick them up.
Yeah.
So I did mine 20, and this year I didn't do. I didn't even do a vision board. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe I don't know why. But the year before, I did this and it was like one of the most, I loved that particular experience. I even talked about it on my tiny little channel. And everything I wanted came tick, 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 tick. I was like, wow. Well, most. I'd say like 80%, which is better than 0.
Definitely.
But then I didn't do it.
80%.
80 is actually fantastic.
Babe, for real. But then the main ingredient this time they were realistic because at the time they were too big. Like I was like, I want to buy my dad a Range Rover. I want to buy my mom this. I want to take my family on one international holiday a year, and they are beautiful goals to have. And I still aspire, like mom and dad, I want to buy you nice cars. Guy, me, I think there's nothing that makes me happy than making my parents happy. I think I'm a parent people pleaser. Anyways, so like those things are still there, but I think they were, I don't know, like maybe I believed them, but I didn't really. It felt like a thing for one day. So I think it stayed in one day. You understand? Ilibakuko in the future. I never saw it in my present. So I funneled down. And then my goals were now a bit more general. Yes, I wanted the specific amount. I said, this is the amount of money I want net. Guys, first of all, I'm like, when I look at that money, I'm like, what is that money I want? And I like, it's such small money.
Right now?
But now I'm just like, that's all jewels.
Yeah.
Anyways, more general in the sense of, I want honest connections in my relationships. I want happiness. I want peace of mind. Peace of mind, how I want to paint against. I want to, so there was a lot of good feelings attached to my vision board. Whereas before I don't know, it was different. I don't know how to explain. I think I was just doing what I see other people doing.
Yeah.
On vision boards.
For the sake of
these holidays, I want a Cartier. I want Fendi. I want I don't know.
I think that's so beautiful. I was telling Shiki, that's why I struggle. Like by the time I wrote in my goals, I want to be happy.
Yeah.
It's so. But money will make me happy. No, Ivy, not necessarily.
Yeah. So I made them more general. I guess.
I love that so
personal.
much.
Like I want peace of mind. Then now, how will that look like? Peace of mind makes allowing me to go on holiday. I want to be on the ocean at least every 3 months. I know that will give me peace.
Yeah.
I want to laugh with my friends. I want to feel a sense of belonging in my groups. I want, those are the things. Those are the feelings I want. That's what the thing, I guess the thing that you want is supposed to make you feel something. So I was trying to focus on that. So maybe not general, but maybe getting the feeling of it.
Okay.
Man, I need to do my vision board. I know it's October, but
I think that is so
I think even
beautiful,
just from the way
honestly.
Jules is talking, from the conversation we had, because the conversation Ivy and I were having is, hers is more outward looking, that will fix the inward, that will sort out the inward. Because I was telling her, for me, I can't see those things out there. Like I can't see the 800,000. For me, my focus is more, let me work on my mental, and then maybe I'll be able to think about having the outward things. Which I think is also what
I think for me, but me and you are the same one.
we
Like,
are
those big
a lot of
things
self-work.
discourage us.
Yeah, so we have to
I'm
do
like, I want to
self-work.
be confident.
Yes.
Confidence will make me walk into rooms and do this. Confidence
Exactly.
will make me believe in my art, in my work.
Ivy has the confidence.
Yes.
She will walk into the room and she will.
Exactly, but maybe for me, sometimes like when I'm creating stuff, I have so many ideas. Then I'm like, but will it even? Maybe it even. But am I even? But I need a team. But anyway, whatever. Anyway, let me just whatever.
And then you're
Forget
like,
about
fuck it, it's too big. It's
kill
too
my
big.
dreams even before they have formed. Like so many dreams I've killed. Even this podcast I'm saying, I'm just like, it's been a 2019 thing. Even before I left employment, I was like, I have to do this thing. I have to do this thing. Then I was like, but then who's going to? But then how am I? But then it sounds like, but see even them. And then I'm seeing other podcasts coming up, which are doing human stories that I wanted to do, and I'm like, Jules, do it. Oh my gosh, yeah. Anyway, I want confidence. Confidence. I think we look like we're confident, but then there's levels to this shit.
I think there is.
I think when something is so personal to you, man.
When you're passionate about something, I think it's a whole other monster.
Yeah. Like that inner child thing I keep talking about. I think the inner you now, like you're no longer grown up. You're just this.
It's like,
you can't do it. Like maybe somebody else. Maybe you should sell the idea to somebody who can produce it better. Maybe.
Wow. Oh, I need someone. Yeah, I need a team.
But it's like,
why
you've been given the desire by God.
And we're always here telling Paul, just start.
Yeah. It's not that easy.
It's not that
isn't.
easy. It's not.
It's not. By the time you think of starting, to the point you start.
Yeah.
It's very harrowing.
stages.
It's very harrowing. Yeah, I also go through that. A lot of self-deprecating thoughts.
Yeah.
Today I was reading just about authenticity, how to stay authentic to yourself, and something as simple as owning a compliment. When someone says you're beautiful or you're smart, instead of saying that's just an old thing that someone taught me.
Yeah.
Like
You even threatened
that helps
me the other day.
Yeah.
Maybe I was like, I'm gonna stop complimenting you. I was like, okay. Your dress is so nice.
Because what I'm saying is, what you guys are talking about, working on the self, is. I was telling Shiki, that's the right way to go. I feel like I've been doing it not wrong. That's
Different.
self-deprecation.
Yeah, exactly.
It's different.
Because it works for you, babe.
And even from here, I admire that.
It's admirable. The boldness you have, babe, you have a boldness that's like, fuck it, we're gonna do it. This is how you look like to me. We're doing it. I don't care what you think. And look, I'm winning. I've won. I'm bored of this one. It doesn't serve me anymore. We're doing it. And I'm like, that's what I want to be.
Yeah, so anytime you're saying that, I have cried. I'm
Exactly.
but
This is who I am and I don't care. But then it's like, I care. But I don't care. Yeah, whatever. Next, we're doing this. Move. I cannot stay stagnant. I must stay moving because I want to gather.
I'm a mover.
I'm a mover. And a Rolling Stone gathers no moss. I feel like Ivy cannot explain. He needs to progress. I mean, that's what I admire. I mean, that gives me a bit of anxiety.
She doesn't be there taking and tossing.
I'm just like, damn, I need a Xanax. But I admire it. It motivates me. And I'm like, no, we must show up for ourselves. We must believe in ourselves.
Yeah. And I also totally love that it's like almost two different versions of goal setting, whatever that we've talked about. Because I'm like, Julia, like, how Ivy talks about stuff makes me really anxious. But then I've also really liked how Julia handles her stuff because it's more internal, more internalized, which I feel it would be easier for me to go in this direction because I feel like this direction would now feed into this direction.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I totally love that we've had this conversation. I'm like,
wow,
episode done. Bye. Let me go write my goals.
Next question.
Next question. We need to go set our goals, guys.
I love that. Thanks, guys. I really like that.
Wow, that's amazing. Wow. Okay, completely different trajectory. Another thing that you should have as a lady over the age of 40 is good beauty products. And I'm going to say good beauty and skincare products. Let me just say skincare products, but they say beauty products. And I think even for me, I think in the past 2 or 3 years is when I've really started thinking about my skincare. I've always been arrogant about it because my
Skin has been so good.
Yeah.
She's been baking with
God's
a good skin.
with a good skin.
Habibi with a good skin.
Habibi.
When she gets up, is that a pimple?
Nowadays, I get that like once a quarter. And I'm like,
Actually, it's my quarterly pimple.
But when you Ivy, what are you saying? You don't get pimples?
I do on my period.
Oh,
I get pimples, and then my skin thing is my moles, and then my lichen. Let's not talk about my skin, babe. Yeah. I have like serious issues, which I'm dealing with.
Which is good. Which is good.
Yeah.
I think the older you get, the more you look to skincare. I'm speaking by the way from a very privileged point. I shouldn't even say much, but right now I think more about. I think in my 20s. I would shop a lot based on price, not so much what is truly right for me.
Yeah.
But nowadays, especially with skincare, I don't fuck around. Yeah. I don't know if there's anything to add there.
Yeah, for sure. For me, it's a bit different because I've had acne-prone skin from the time I was 9, class 4.
Yeah.
I got my first set of. It was a cluster of pimples here and here, and this is where they started. And I used to think mosquito bites, kwani they only bite over here. I was only 9.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then it went to here, and then I got my bangs. I cut my hair, so I had a fringe from class 6 till class 8.
Okay.
Then whatever, fuck it. So so my skincare routine started. Those days there was no Google first of all. And there was no Korean skincare routine. Step 1, step 2, step 3. There's no. So how did I discover my skincare routine? By going to the supermarket and reading so many different. Nivea is here. Do you remember pH 5.5? pH 5.5. Mini Johnson & Johnson. What? And looking at the back and then seeing. Step 1 is after this tone. So that's how you know, step 1 is cleanse. Then step 1, that's how I discovered my skincare routine. By going to the beauty aisle and then you pick something and read. And how did I know to go there? Because once in a while I'd be lucky to get some information like these random pamphlets they give you in school when you're starting your period. And they're like, what causes pimples? I remember reading pimples are caused by clogging of pores. So we must clean the pores. So we need a cleanser. So we go get the cleanser. And then, so I was paranoid about keeping my skin clean. And then I hadn't even gotten to the point of hormones because hormones also contribute to acne. So for me, skincare is such a delicate thing. And now, but when we're getting into this age, what we're thinking about is slowing down the motherfucking aging process.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Thank God for retinol. Thank God for the internet. Thank God for people like Hiram and the LA meteorologists, all these skincare experts, and also Jackie Aina now. I know she's a certified. What is it called? Cosmetologist. Yeah.
Okay.
But I think now we have a lot of over-the-counter stuff that is accessible to us.
Yes.
Whereas before, because I remember when I was in my early 20s, my cousin who was in her early 30s, we were just talking. I have older cousins, so they were just talking when shags, whatever, and they're talking about when you should start taking and applying like anti-wrinkle eye creams and retinols and whatever, and retinoids. And I remember thinking, I guess like from 40, 45. My cousin was like, no, from 29, 30. And I'm like, that's like in 6 years.
Oh, wow.
But because
At 29, I was washing my face with
soap.
With the same soap that I was using
You
for
people
my
who
body.
use the lotion for your feet in your eyeballs.
I was using
don't
the same
understand.
lotion from here to my toes.
Yeah, people
at
use
29.
coconut. I can't, but the reason I couldn't is because of problematic acne-prone skin.
Yeah.
So I had there was the oil for here, there was the oil for here, and there's the oil from here down. I could never mix.
Wow.
Never.
crazy.
Never. So even I remember my mom telling me, "Why are you buying these things? You know, it reach a point you won't be able to afford them. You need to just use soap and water." And I was like, "No, Shout Magazine said we cleanse.
Shout.
We moisturize."
Even Shout told us.
Yeah, I used to. Hey, me anything about zits, acne, I was uko in that stuff.
In that story.
Yeah, and I used to really like hanging out, like talk to friends, girls who had like my closest friends didn't have acne, but like there's this one girl. We're like, what face
So
wash
you
do
attached
use?
yourself.
Hey, yeah, even those Nivea face washes, the gel, I did everything. Kai.
Hey? You've done your due diligence.
I've done my due diligence.
Yeah.
I remember then when I was starting, it's Julia who I was like, okay, Julia, what are the steps?
Yeah.
The Korean,
Skincare
yeah. So
routine.
where do I start? Yeah, it was always like Julia who
Yeah, because even now my
the
skin
work,
rarely breaks out,
Yeah.
and when it
Your
does,
skin is amazing right now.
right now, like well, it doesn't like even before when I had my routines, I didn't know anything about serums. I think serums are a game changer, and the correct. Depending on your skin
correct
type,
combination.
the correct combination, obviously, and the
Yeah.
correct
Product?
the stuff to wash your face to get the gunk out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think those. But serums were like when they say what are your skincare secrets? For me, I was like, wow, that vitamin C and retinol, hyaluronic acid.
Yeah.
We have niacinamide. I also use niacinamide. I'm just like, damn. Yeah. Those things are game changers.
Don't sleep with your makeup on.
Yeah, you always used to do that.
Yeah, man. Oh gosh.
I think also what they're saying now on other than the skincare, I think also they mean, okay, make sure you have a good skincare routine. I think we're too old not to have a good
Not to,
the routine itself, because if you have the products and you don't have the routine, also on beauty products, in our 40s, you can't be putting on foundation and your skin turns red. Like you get, like it's not for your hue. It's not your undertone.
Undertone. You need to know your
Like by
undertone.
then, you need to understand what to buy. Which, I think also that's what I'm
And
saying.
don't buy a
Like
foundation that
makeup.
oxidizes and turns red. I think is what
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
she's
Yeah, because there are some brands out here, they are cute when you apply. When you go outside,
You're shocked.
you look like a baked clay pot.
I'm very, very shocked.
Very true. Consult a professional. You don't have to learn all these things on your own. If you don't feel like doing the work, speak to somebody.
My goal was to have skin good enough that I can walk out of the house without makeup. Because there was a time I could not. I could not. And I was like now, like when I used to go to the office, I think maybe one out of those days I'd wear makeup. But I was like, after I did my eyebrow, when I did this eyebrow,
Once you had the eyebrows.
I was like, done.
This is another game changer,
Game
guys.
changer.
When you wake up like this and you have eyebrows.
Yeah.
It gives you some confidence. You wake up like
Maybe I saw a picture of Mick Tambo was taking a selfie without eyebrows. I was like, no wonder I was single. Eyebrows on fleek.
That's so funny. Eyebrows on fleek.
Chaotic.
So funny.
That is so
yeah.
funny. You
I
know
swear.
who else doesn't have eyebrows? And Anish pointed out to me, and I went back to her pictures, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like nothing. Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh, we forgot what is it.
But you can't tell because when she smiles or her face, like she has like almost like eyebrow dimples. Like her eyebrows are
So random.
indented.
Maybe
Like
she has alopecia.
no, she doesn't because she has hair.
She has a crap
She's
ton of
okay,
hair.
but just go look at her picture, guys.
Okay.
Just go look at her pictures. It's so interesting. It's
But if you have
really
thick eyebrows,
interesting.
please be grateful.
Thank the Lord.
Right now, because in uni,
Yeah.
the
thinner the better.
the thinner your eyebrows.
we used to cut out the
Doja recently
So
shaved her entire face.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I think beauty standards really changed.
do.
Shaped her
Yeah,
and
and she was even complaining how people were checking up on her if she's okay, her mental health, and she was like, "Guys, fucking relax." Like she just wanted to have no eyebrows. It wasn't because she was going through a mental breakdown or anything. Yeah,
So she's also a bit-
Because Doja,
Maybe she's a bit like
she
this
can
way.
be a bit problematic on her life.
She's eccentric.
Very eccentric.
Yeah.
she's a Libra. Ah, yeah. When I found out she was Libra, I was like, yes.
Like, yes, Doja, yes.
Yes, Doja.
And then, you know, after we went and did our microblading, microshading, I saw now what is in is people are really not even taking off their eyebrows at all. They're just using the gel.
The gel to
comb
brush them
up.
up. Yeah.
I was like, you don't have eyebrows to comb, babe.
Yeah, I have eyebrows, but I just, me, it's the shaping that I wanted to get rid of.
Oh.
Yeah, but the hair is there.
But even me, I had some two hairs. But even if I combed them up,
I think I'd be okay in this
Me,
new style.
when I go cut
No, you
my eyebrows,
would,
I
you had
have
eyebrows,
scissors.
Oh, yeah?
Because
That's
they
cool.
grow,
They have to use scissors
to also trim
or
them.
to trim them
No, that's
because they
so
get
cool.
long.
Yeah, they get long.
Okay.
I recently saw a makeup person or enthusiast showing us how to make a unibrow.
Please no. Are you
Please.
serious?
And they had a unibrow, a cute one, guys. I say
You
a
said
cute
a
one.
cute
It wasn't a complete
unibrow.
disaster, but they had a cute unibrow, guys.
It was a tutorial on how to.
Create the unibrow look.
I can't with the world. Like
Guys, the world. And these
Just
Gen Zs.
different.
Yeah.
if your brows or any part of your face is not in right now, just wait.
It's okay.
Time is coming.
Okay. Yeah.
Time is
Time is
coming.
coming.
Yeah. Don't worry, sweetheart.
Yeah.
It's coming.
That time when Kim dyed her eyebrows blonde with her hair,
Yeah.
and guys, it's
Even
okay.
this chick, her eyebrows are this chick for bestie, no ordinary noir, and she's beautifully dark skinned, but her eyebrows are blonde. Until you can do whatever the
You can
fuck
do whatever
you want.
fuck you want. man.
Yeah, just do what you want.
So I guess for your 40s, you just know what works for you.
Exactly.
And walk out of the house proud.
Yeah. Whatever works for you. Another thing you should have when you're over the age of 40 is a hobby for the soul. Do you guys have hobbies?
For the soul.
for the soul.
For the soul.
The soul.
Okay,
Is
so
painting a hobby for your soul?
what?
Let's give the answer. She's on
Okay.
there. She's
Yeah,
on,
she's on a
She's
trajectory.
on the
Yeah, let's
brink.
go.
I'm not
Let's go.
answering. I'm like, okay, so remember how they say you have to have 5 hobbies? One to make you money, one to keep you creative, one to keep your brain, I don't know what, one to keep you moving. Guys, where are those hobbies? I'll have to find the list.
Okay.
So that's what I'm trying to, I was going through that list, seeing which is one for the soul. So is it the one to keep, the one that keeps
And
you
in that list, there is none for the
creative?
soul. Maybe keeps you creative.
And also, I also disagree with that you have to have a hobby that makes you money. There's hobbies and there's your
And there's
work.
money.
I
Yeah,
think
they
it
can
can
be
be
separate.
separate.
Yeah.
So a hobby for the soul, my God, wow. I need to find a
for
hobby
the
for my
soul.
soul.
I don't think I have a hobby for the soul.
I think I have, but I'm not consistent because I have not grown up in the culture where hobbies are like I see people, you know, I maybe it's the circles I'm in. Me, these people who cycle on Saturdays and they go for hikes and they go for rock climbing or they go for archery, that's very white. Or maybe like upper class Kenya, it's a classist thing. I mean, great, but then I've never seen that. I saw it on TV. Or like people who paint. You get what I mean? I have the skill, but then I've just, you know, I learned obviously through mimicking and what my environment was. I have other ways of spending my leisure time. When I have a free Friday, Saturday, it's very hard for me to pick my paintbrush. It has to be so, I have to really plan and I have to encourage myself into it. But people who have hobbies like they bake, you know, or they sew, or they knit, or they just do DIY projects. Like, oh, I want to redo I want to do my friend recently did a dog house for their dog with a fundi. You know, I'm just like, wow, you have stuff to do.
Wow.
So for me, I think it's a upbringing thing. You know, it's a
thing,
culture thing.
Yeah, like I think us growing up.
But now many of us in Nairobi are westernized, you know, but then
and creative.
we have the same
sense.
issues as the Western world in terms of, you know, yeah. Anyway, so the reason these things exist is because we're doing the normal, like the 9 to 5s, and you know what I mean? Like we have the Western lifestyle.
Yeah.
So it's good to have a hobby so you can.
It's
Contribute
drinking
something
a
that-
hobby.
For the soul.
In Kenya,
maybe not for the soul.
maybe not for the soul.
Not for the soul. Not for the soul.
So what did that article say about?
About hobbies for the soul?
soul?
All right. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
A hobby that cleanses the soul. I like playing in dirt, so gardening is my go-to when I need to think through stuff and clear my head. So it needs to be something that clears your head. I only have problems with the critters. Basically, yes. That's about it. Something that cleanses the soul, something that you can clear your head with. So something that relieves you from your day-to-day stresses.
Yeah.
Your
You know, it's
day-to-day
funny because just this
like
morning somebody
reading.
asked me, what do you do when you're stressed? And I was like, what are you asking me? I go meet my friends, I hang out, I don't know. What do you do when I'm stressed? I'm like, I know I paint. People assume it's painting. I'm like, it's actually not.
I even asked that.
Nah,
Yeah.
it's not. What do you do when you're stressed?
It's a hard question.
I don't know. I literally bulldoze through that. I continue with my life with the stress being there.
Yes.
Or I go for therapy.
Yeah.
Maybe I take a walk, but like again, there's no consistency in that. Walking, really, I love it. Just taking long walks, like for 1 hour, 2 hours, like I like it.
Yeah.
But is it consistent? No. Because I don't know. I wish.
I also like walking. As you were talking, I was trying to think. When you said things like DIY, there are many to small things that I feel fill my cup, but I also don't do them consistently.
Yeah.
Once in a while, I don't purpose to do them.
Exactly.
Yeah. I like cooking, but sometimes it's a functional thing. Like
Yeah.
people need to eat.
People need to eat.
You know? Yeah. So
I said traveling maybe for me. Okay. But my issue with traveling, two things is, of course, just the expense of it also. I mean, which is not bad. For me to travel, I plan ahead and that type of thing. And then my issue with traveling is you get away from the daily stresses, but then you come back to the daily stresses.
yeah.
Like they're here waiting for you.
Yeah.
It's not like when you travel. So I don't know. I'm
But
gonna
I guess,
find a hobby for
I
myself.
guess with everything, because even her, when she's gardening, that example, she still goes back to her life, you know, but it's just a getaway,
really
like
sort
a
out.
mental,
Sort out.
yeah.
Sort out the stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah,
I think Kazi Kwetu. And honestly, I would admire. I aspire to have a hobby
Yeah.
and to stick to it.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I have a hobby.
Especially the way you're saying, like over the weekend, dedicate your Saturday to this.
Babe,
to this
we don't.
thing.
We know what we do with that.
We know.
Okay.
We know.
And it's not that. It would be good if we can have a literal healthy balance. It's so good for here and even for us as creatives.
Yes.
We are pouring. This thing, I told you about this thing called The Artist Date from the book The Artist's Way. Julia Cameron wrote that book. I'd recommend it to anybody, even if you're not in the creative space, even if you're a lawyer, a pilot. So one of the things she says, these are two things that you must do if you're not going to take anything else from this book. One is the morning pages. As soon as you wake up, the first thing you do is do 3 pages of morning pages. It's just a stream of consciousness. It's a dump. Don't try to be grammatical. Don't try to have a perfect punctuation or flow. It's just dump.
Okay.
And then once a week, you take yourself on something called an artist's date. So, and you have to do it alone. So, for example, it's a 12-week thing. I only did it up to week 7. And in those artist dates, like you do, what happens in those artist dates? There are things now that feed your artist cup.
Okay.
And the morning pages help relieve yourself from all these things you're thinking. Because, they keep repeating in your head in loops. And they contribute to a stress factor within you. So most people as creatives, it's output. But you need things to input.
Yeah.
So I'd go to a museum, or like I went to this place that sells plants. And I bought myself, or you buy yourself something worth like $10 in that American thing. So like something worth $1,000, $500, just something. So I have all these cute souvenirs in my house from my different artist dates, which were so dope. But anyway,
okay.
But you stopped it.
But then I stopped
nice.
it. I stopped it, and I stopped it. I can't remember what happened. I think I traveled. Then I was like, I can't go for an artist date, and I'm in Kilifi. And then I came back and just dropped the wagon. Man, doing the work takes work.
It really takes work.
It takes work.
It is work.
For me, I was like, I'm gonna start crocheting. You remember you guys?
Babe, I remember you were starting
They're just over there. Like I did like 2 weeks, and then
Maybe during your maternity
by now,
leave.
maybe I can do that. And then I was like, I'm gonna buy a bike, so I went for the classes. Did I ever?
Oh, yeah, you went for the classes.
But there are things that I
Yeah.
still plan on doing.
Well, there we go. At least you initiated the
Yeah.
At least you're going to get into a rhythm. You're touching this. So by the time you might touch something like, oh, shit, maybe this is it. And
Yeah.
it might
yeah.
be easy. The work will
other
flow.
thing. Yeah. Not everything will stick.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of my kids now. Mom, I want music. The next week they want something else.
Yeah.
And you can't really force them to.
Ooh, I need to send you a podcast about that. That apparently needs to happen. There's a research. Oh fuck! I wish I could remember the name of that episode or which podcast I was listening to. Watch, I'll find it. Ivy. They were saying, okay, they were actually challenging the outliers. 10,000 hours. And then they were saying, kids who specialized at an early age, what was the correlation? The kids who specialize, like they're doing violin, they do violin, or
Yeah,
when
from
they
age
love
2,
it, or they're
3.
doing golfing and they do golfing. It's they don't get to, like, let's say, the professional level or to the highest potential level. The kids who jump from here to here to here to here and then back here and then back here, da 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 da. And this was a long, like 1.5 hour podcast and research done on these things. I hope to God I remember it.
I hope to God you remember it as well.
And it was one of those podcasts where I was in the supermarket listening to it as I was shopping, and I was like, I can't actually shop and listen to this. It was one of those I needed to listen to what they're saying.
Sit and listen.
Yeah, because a lot of the
Or walk
podcasts I
and
listen to
listen.
so passive. Shopping, driving, walking, showering, makeup. But now I was just like, hey, you want to rewind?
Yeah.
What? Yeah, and because me I was thinking, if my kid likes ballet, they must stick to it and finish.
Yeah.
So
weird
I remember
balance.
the example they were giving was something to do with ballet, and then another one was an instrument, another one was what? Yeah, and golf.
Okay.
Professional golfers. Yeah.
I love that by hanging out with Njoro because of their company, Next Gen. They train children in sports, but by the time that child is specializing in soccer, they'd have done rugby, swimming, tennis, So even the physique, the muscles that it's all rounded. So by the time you decide you're specializing, you're proper. Everywhere. You're going to be a better swimmer if you're a good soccer player. You'll be a better soccer player if you're good. So I really like that.
Another thing I like about that also is, remember, kids don't know anything.
Yeah.
So they love ballet because they've experienced some ballet. And then they'll see someone playing football, they try football, then they love it. So that exposing, like what you're saying, Akina Njoro, that exposing them to a wide range of things and letting them zero in, I think is beautiful.
Check out Next Gen.
Next Gen. I'm like, what is this?
Gen,
Yeah. I'm like,
Next Gen
Yeah.
Is it also
Multi-Sport
for
Academy.
girls?
For girls,
Yeah,
boys.
for all kids.
I love the concept very much.
Yeah,
fantastic.
Because that's on weekends we were just told go outside and play.
Yeah.
Which was great. We were very creative. We played a lot of cookie and shake and rounders and bano.
As a parent,
loved
I understand it.
I loved my childhood, yeah.
As a parent, I understand that go play with your friends
me.
because
Yeah.
you just need to breathe.
Even me.
And
these
not your
parents who
mommy.
every Saturday or Friday they're at soccer there.
Let me tell you who.
But I wish I was like me. I wish I had that. But
Tatiana,
like every
I love
other, like every other Saturday, maybe not
Yeah.
every Saturday, but
Yeah.
like I wish I learned an instrument.
Yeah.
Because I would be a different person today. I wish I learned an instrument. I wish I went for vocal training, sijui ballet, dance.
Yeah.
You know, I wish I did those things. Those 1 or 2 kids you see in the estate who are not there during holidays because they've gone to do this.
They always
thing.
have activities.
I'm
and
just
whatnot.
like, I used to be like, wait, sorry.
Yeah. As we're having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now I'm just like, oh, I wish.
I love the way, I love how Tatiana does it, Mama Olive. Mama Olive's kids are always in different activities. And I think that exposing them to different things shows them the options that they have.
I think a Brabant one on DM. It's only 500 shillings.
Yes.
For what?
For little
like-
kids. It's like a play group of
Yeah,
sorts,
a sensory thingy.
yeah, sensory play and sensory
by
play is
Brabant.
We have a
important for
gigantic
small
piano.
kids.
The kids said they don't want to do piano anymore. But let's see.
Okay, let's see.
Let's see. They used to play for me Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Oh, cute.
Now. Anyway,
And
we'll
as a
see.
parent, it's difficult to achilia that thing after you've invested.
Yeah. I think it's not when they lose interest you leave them. I think there's a certain point where
There is. I've spoken to someone about
give
it.
them, push them and say you have to finish this thing until
Yes.
Not just now I want to do this, then I want to do this.
And gamified, rewards, gamified.
Yeah.
Kids love games and that type of thing. Eh,
Wow. But we digress. Another thing that we need to consider having is at least one sentimental item. And they say a sentimental item that you will keep with you forever and ever and ever. And she said, for example, I think for this person, it is their father's, my daddy's slingshot / catapult is the sentimental item.
What is the reason for having a sentimental?
They have not told us.
So like a photo album could be.
Is it something
that you
to
will
pass
cherish
down?
for the rest of your life, no matter what? I think something to hold on to, I guess.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
just thought about something.
Yeah.
I wonder why though.
They have.
question.
They
Why
really
is
haven't
very-
told us why. I mean, they've explained all the others, but
So these are things that somebody in their 40s is saying as you're approaching 40.
once you get to 40, from the age of 40, these are the things that
So these are things
you need to
be
take.
prepping.
So as we are prepping from
Now,
before,
okay,
because we
okay.
are good students.
I have a box that I call my box of sentimentals. a literal box, but you know the ones
Yeah.
that have a and I
Okay.
put all my journals from primary school,
Okay.
my diaries.
Okay.
And then I have some pictures that I literally stole from my parents' house. From the albums, like especially like my mom's wedding, I know there are some that are duplicated, so I took because I'm like,
Yeah, they used to have some that are tutu.
that are tutu, you know, that they even put
Yes,
in
they
the
put
same
under.
sleeve. So I'll take.
Yeah.
So I have a box of sentimentals, my letters from high school from specific people, my boyfriend at the time. Blah, blah, blah.
Wow.
Those letters with the stamp and everything. It's my box of sentimentals. So maybe that's what it is.
I think you have your thing.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah,
I do,
definitely
but I
have
just thought about it. I was
something.
like, I wouldn't have that. But yeah, and I want to now create a wall. Like you see how, well, there's a place here we're looking at where we're shooting. There's a wall of pictures, but I want to have like pictures of those, you know, like my grandfather, my grandmother, my mom, my dad, like that.
Wow.
My
Like a
mom
family tree
has
of
though.
sorts.
My mom has her dad was a chief of Kieni, where she's from, and he had a hat. Those, you know, those kofias there.
Those chief hats.
Yes, with the nyungu and everything. Anyway, so that's what we have in Shags. Okay. In Shags we have that. I mean, you guys have seen it when you came. I must have told you, this is my grandfather's hat.
Okay.
And then there's my and what I want to keep from my mom, I want to keep, if she let me, is her wedding dress, because she still has it. Yeah. I even wanted to do a video of me trying it on, because she was so slim. I don't think I'll fit into it, but yeah.
Even my mom still has hers, but she was so skinny.
Yeah,
And she was 6 months pregnant. I don't even know how she fit into that thing. She's so skinny. Like it's
And
you've
you've
seen-
seen,
you've
you've
seen
seen it?
Yeah.
Was I
Like skinny.
Yeah.
Even me, I thought about that as well. I was like, there's another child.
It wasn't Matthew.
Yeah, I even
math
have a
was
photo of it, but definitely it would never have fit me even if I wanted.
Even if you
But I'm definitely keeping my dress for my
Your
daughter.
kids, yeah.
And, yeah.
Oh, yours was so beautiful.
Actually, I have a picture of Wami wearing that dress. I think it fits. So if it fits Wami, it can't.
Hey,
I'll try. I'll try.
quite, quite tiny. Okay, okay. Any sentimental?
You keeping your dress for your what?
For
Kids.
my daughter.
You're twitching. I can see you twitching. I was like, you say daughters.
Never.
My future daughter.
Okay.
Are we being told?
Oh my God. I don't know. I even forgot what I wanted to say.
It's not a gender reveal or announcement. or
Okay.
anything. Yeah,
Right.
but,
Yeah.
We don't know.
Or your son. Because.
Oh, your son.
That's what
my,
I'm living
yeah, for my,
I'm very okay.
Or your,
Yeah, my
or your
daughter-in-law.
baby. Or your
my baby, my
Yeah, or
baby.
your son.
I mean, you
What
never
this
know.
has just reminded me is I just need to keep things better. I'm not.
You don't hold on to things.
At all. At all. That's why when I saw Shiki has earrings from uni, I'm like, what?
Yeah, I'm very.
But I'm also careless. So I just need to be more. It's my ADHD. All over. I just need to be more careful. So noted.
You have ADHD?
It was one of my first sessions with my therapist. Who said, yeah, she was like, you're seeming. So now that I'm going to be back in therapy soon.
ADHD.
You're seeming a bit.
Adult ADHD.
You're seeming a bit
We all had
ADHD.
it,
dude.
though.
Yeah.
Though.
Give me this. I want this. I want this.
Yeah. So okay, I'll work on that. Definitely.
So find a sentimental item.
And for me, because right now the things I have is like little baby clothes.
Even
Yeah.
me, for me, my
So the baby- I
sentimental
want something
items
for
Just keep
are,
for you.
It's
Yeah.
for me that I want. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna figure that
But
out.
then you have the sentimentals, like the baby thing, the one thing.
It's still for you. You
It's
have to
still
keep
for
for
you. Oh, but you.
But the baby, because
This
the
is
baby
the way you have
well-
letters from high school.
Yeah.
Like I want for my life before the kids.
Okay, I get it.
Or now that I have the kids and now I'm thinking, okay, I need something sentimental
Yeah.
for me. That is, not an award,
Maybe
not
when
a...
you sell your car, maybe you should make a mold, because you were very proud of your first car.
Yeah.
Not the one. Not the old one. This one.
Yeah.
Maybe you should like make a mold. You know how people make a mold of their baby bumps. Maybe you should take a mold of it and keep it somewhere. It can be.
Or a model.
Yeah,
A mold, a model, or whatever you call those things.
Yeah.
Those things that make you proud. You can find a way to hold on to them.
To what do you call it? Immortalize it.
I'm going to do some homework. Wow. Ini therapy.
Aki ni
Tunatoka
therapy.
na homework.
Wow. We're about to. At least we all have the link though. You can all refer.
It's very cool.
Yeah. Another thing is a ridiculously expensive item.
Okay.
I don't think I have that.
I don't think I have that either.
But we have some years. We have some years to work on it.
A ridiculously expensive item.
Let me tell you what
Me,
they're
I'd
saying
like
about
like
that.
I'd like like I was telling Shiki, I'd like one of those handbags that they say, is it maybe like
Like a
Fendi?
Birkin?
Like a Birkin that when you it like appreciates or you can resell it, something like
Yeah,
that.
and its value is
I don't know,
high.
but ridiculously expensive. Maybe that's relative.
Yeah,
Because
I'd
I'd like one really expensive handbag, and I've always wanted the Cartier Love
bracelet.
love bracelet. I really wanted that, but that's about it. I'm sure
Okay.
there's maybe somebody will be like, love bracelet. It's only like whatever $1,000. How much is a love bracelet? Maybe we can find it. I just know it's hella expensive.
Because what they're saying here is an impulsive or not so impulsive item you bought just because you had to have it or you totally deserved it. So it was not really serving a purpose.
Oh, okay.
It's because you have the money. I think that's what they're saying. In your 40s, what you need to do is have money to afford you.
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
You're one ridiculously
you're one
expensive.
exactly.
Yeah, because she's saying, sorry, they are saying, I don't know. It sounds like it's a lady because she keeps saying every girl. Apart from my house and my car, I'm trying to figure out what else I bought just for the sake of it because I thought I deserved it at the time and it was expensive. So basically, this thing is expensive, si lazima, but you're like, you know what? I'm going to treat myself type of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine would definitely be a fashion-related item or a home-related item.
For sure.
Yeah.
Definitely some bling.
Yeah.
I can totally see myself going somewhere and buying a really expensive ring.
Yeah.
Because I
expensive
just fucking have the money.
Another thing y'all gotta have is a power outfit. That one outfit you wear on those special occasions or those meetings that leaves a resounding, damn, who is she? When you step into the room. Yeah.
Tick.
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 Now, me, I have a problem with it being one.
Even me, I don't think
And
I
it's
have
like one outfit. Like, I'm already like, once people have seen that power outfit, I need to be.
You need to
looking the
power
next-
again.
Yeah, it can't be the same outfit.
To repower.
But yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, a power outfit.
I don't think I have a power outfit.
I think I've worn outfits
think
that
I
have
should
made
get
me
one.
feel that way.
Yeah, make you feel like a boss bitch.
Yeah.
I don't think I have I'm like, oh, we're going for a breakfast with who? We need
I know what I'm gonna
I don't
wear.
think I have that. I need to
Okay.
get that.
Okay. Okay. I think of my word. Yeah, I think there's one, but I can see how it can be more power. Yeah. Okay. And lastly, real friends. Real friends.
Shit.
Because I guess you know how your circle gets smaller the older you get. You favor quality over quantity. Yeah. So
Oh my
yeah,
God, that
real
has
friends,
just reminded
man.
me of a TikTok I saw yesterday.
Yeah.
Where like someone's daughter, like definitely the mom is over 40, almost 50. I think she's 40 something. So the daughter is doing a TikTok and she's crying because she's like, it's her mom's birthday, like a 40 something birthday. She's invited over 40 people, but no one has responded and said they're coming. So she was crying on the mom's behalf. But then later she posted a video and said they made the most of it, they had a good time, but then that has just made me realize like, it can be so...
No one responded, over 40 people.
Yeah, or even like, anyway, that's what that has made me think of. And I'm like, because also at the same time, it's not easy to have, at that age, people have a lot of shit going on. So even like, who's to say, God forbid, us even in the next 5 years, we have no idea what would transpire, or it's a bit scary to think of. Scary,
and
sad.
really change.
And they really change. Because even maybe at
evolve.
that 40s, when you meet your new lifelong friend, you get a new someone in your life who you
Matches
would
where
know
you're at.
matches where you are.
That's true.
Matches where you're at.
And who you are.
Psychologically and stuff.
Yeah, and
No,
they'll
for
be
sure.
like your bestest friend for the next 30 years, you know?
Yup.
Yeah, so
Yeah, so take stock of your friends. And maybe even another takeout here is don't be afraid of making new friends.
yeah.
I'm speaking to the introverts. We'd rather stay at home. Yeah, but sometimes there are times I go out, like I don't want to leave the house, but then I go back home and I'm like, I'm glad I left the house.
Yeah.
Because you meet
Meet
nice,
new people.
Yeah.
You know what? you know how we used to get those people who are like, I wish I had what you guys have.
Yeah.
I wish I had a group of friends. I wish I had a clique.
Yeah.
And initially I used to be like, first of all, I thought everyone has. Like, because even in uni, it's like Akina Nani and
There's always
Akina
that
Nani
group,
came.
that group.
If you say Akina George and Akina Melissa, we know,
You know who is there.
Yeah. If you say Akina Shiko, it's us
Good
lot.
Jules,
You know what I mean? So I
Nancy.
thought everyone has a clique. But first of all, I guess not. But second of all, I really don't think, like now the older I'm getting, I don't think it's something you need to aspire to. What you need to focus on is having at least one, like two people you can trust, and be somebody who you feel like has your back. I think that's what's most important.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to be a big group of people.
Yeah.
I think that's my biggest
Can even
thing.
be one.
It can even be one or two.
Yeah.
One or two. You know, like now it's just like, all right, who is for me? Ask yourself that. Who am I for? Also, Not also just who is for me. Who will I write for? And check on them when they're unwell or whatever. Whatever.
And do you think that person can be a spouse? As well?
I think
Is it
outside.
someone
I think it's
outside?
important to have
I would
outside.
also say
Again,
that.
I'm not in a spousal situation,
Can I comment?
so I don't know. Yeah.
I think it's important also to have an outside person, only because in my experience, I feel like sometimes my spouse is too close to
The situation.
to the situation. Or it could be a situation that's affecting both of us, you know?
Right.
So I need an outside person.
Yeah.
I need the ear of an outside person who's not going through what we're going through. Or it may not be relatable to your spouse, okay? So say if, I'm a woman, my spouse is a man. There are so many things I go through that he will not understand. So I would rather have another woman to discuss these things with. And why I think at least two is good is also because we go through many different seasons in our lives. We can't always be fully present
For
somebody. You get me?
It's true.
Yeah. Or the season Jules is going through.
Oh yeah, I feel that because all of you have now been married or pregnant or long-term
You see
relationship. It's
what I mean?
either, and I've had zero of each.
Exactly.
So a lot of times I cannot relate.
Yeah, 'cause
but
maybe-
I'm constantly learning. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What?
Or I might want to be there for you and
Yeah.
we're having a discussion about the streets, but what do I know?
What do you know about the
I mean,
streets?
at least
Not been in the streets for
I'm like
10
Nastia
years.
I'll just be like, I hear.
You just say, wow, what a wow.
Unasikia tu Nairobi is
Me, I've just had
kubaya.
Nairobi ni kuzi. But you know,
But you have
so it's very important to have at least more than
More
one.
than one.
yeah,
one.
okay, that makes sense.
Because of the seasons, the seasons change, and I might
Maybe
know you're going
somebody's
through
not
something.
available for you. Maybe they've traveled.
Maybe they've traveled. Even emotionally available, they may not be. You know, because if Lonzi is my person and I can see she's about to go and download, will I tell her about the streets yesterday?
Nah.
Really? And she's, So I think two is a good place to be, and it's also very good if your partner can also be part of that real friends circle.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
that's dope. And also your partner needs to get their own.
Oh yes.
If your partner, okay, I don't know. I just struggle. I've been in a situation where the person I'm with is like, my friends
their
became their
everything?
friends. It didn't even last that long. But then I remember just thinking, Sasa, when I'm beefing
difficult.
with you, who will I go and tell here?
Exactly. It's even difficult for your circle.
Nah. I just think have your we can hang out with each other for real, but
Yeah.
have your own support system outside of me, and my
Myself.
friends.
Yeah.
It just makes me think of how hard it is for men because they don't have.
They don't really have.
Other than their spouses, like if they don't have that boy who they can talk to because they
Oh, men
barely
do.
talk
They
to.
do though.
I don't feel like they do.
I don't
like,
think many men
It's
do.
not like
real
real friends.
Not necessarily the guys for drinks over the weekend.
Yeah, or
over the
someone.
weekend.
Actually,
Yeah.
But someone that you can be
Men-
vulnerable with.
Yeah.
I don't
Because
think
our
men
mamas have
that.
the chamas. Me, I'm looking at my
Exactly,
folks. Like my dad
yes.
always has friends.
Exactly.
Like,
Do they-
Yeah.
my mom has friends, her sisters, Nini.
Oh
Interesting.
yes,
Actually,
also siblings. I think
I
siblings
was gonna
is a
say
big
and
one.
family, like
I've
cousins.
seen it with Ivy. Yes. Yeah, cousins. Myself. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Could be that.
Just find your tribe.
Yeah.
You're gonna
And
say?
just know it can change.
Siblings.
It can change.
You know what I'm curious is, so what are men told that they should have at the age of 40?
Also very curious.
I think that's what I'm gonna go find out after this.
Are there things different? Are they
Things
the
different.
same?
Yeah, like what are they told? What are they told that they should have? Yeah.
Because they can't even be told a family. Not everyone wants a family.
Yeah.
That list doesn't have money.
It actually has savings. They're talking about a rainy day account. I think just like even the one for makeup, I think this should be savings and investments. Yeah, because they're talking about a rainy day account. Yeah, but that's about it. Yeah, get a grip on your finances, develop a habit. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it should be savings and investments.
Yeah, like for me, in my 40s, definitely passive income. We can't be coming here to sit in front of a camera to make money. No.
Let's come for fun.
I need to be making money when I'm sleeping. A very nice passive income to pay for my trips.
And your very expensive item.
And my very expensive item.
Ridiculously expensive.
In fact, that expensive item we should have is our time. That's what we should be thinking of. Having our time to do whatever it is that we want to do.
That's an expensive item.
You know, this is probably a country that has a very good. Maybe not everyone. You know, in Kenya you have to invest. You can't rely on savings. You can't rely on pension.
Yeah.
You can't rely. Yes, yet all of us are going in one way, which is at some point in time we are not going to be as productive as we are now. So that's why here I think in our country, with this government that has made us broke.
Yep.
We need to really panga ourselves.
That is true.
Us guys right now who are in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and early 50s, we are really going to feel the pinch
later.
Yeah.
Are we seeing 2 recessions as millennials? Actually, are we seeing 2 fucking recessions, you guys?
Yeah.
Like we had
I think so.
We had such.
We are like,
what's up?
We're like the guys
our odds
after
are so
war.
against us. Yeah, we are seeing a war.
We're like the guys after war.
Like, what is going on?
It's crazy. And
you mean our generation?
Our generation.
Our generation is seeing a lot of problems.
A fucking pandemic.
A pandemic, a war, an actual war.
A pandemic, a war, guys, 2 recessions.
And also 2 wars is the war in Iraq. There's the Ukraine.
There's Ukraine.
Yeah. And then also I think we're the generation where it's going to be much harder for us to leave things for our children. It's compared to the one before us. Yeah, compared to the boomers. Like we just have to work so much harder or so much smarter to be able to leave something substantial for our kids.
Yeah. Rather than just working to survive. Working to live.
God help us. We got this.
We have to work so much harder for our legacy. Wow. Okay, I think that's a lot of the stuff. The rest is very trivial things. I can list them, but I don't think there's much to say about them. They say that little black dress, statement, leather handbag.
Yes, please. I really
a rolling pin. Or a heavy duty frying pan. Interesting. They also say nice PJs. Do you guys have actual PJs?
Yeah, I do.
Jules, I've seen you on your stories. You have PJs.
I really love PJs. Cozy, soft PJs.
Yeah.
And I can only get there's a brand in Kenya called Tumaini. I think they have such. But the ones that my mom has brought me from the States recently, babe, there's a set of PJs there. I don't know what fabric that is.
Feels like a hug.
It feels like, I don't even know, it's like a very, 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 very thin duvet. You know how duvets are fluffy, but it's a very thin layer and it doesn't make you feel hot and it's just soft. Okay. I need to find that brand and just sell somebody. Please into me ×4.
Yeah. All the colors. Yeah. Unless there's anything from anybody else, I think we're done. Yeah.
I'm good.
All right. If you've made it to this point in the video, thank you for staying with us. Remember, if you have something to say about the topic we've just discussed, you can leave a comment down below. You can give us a thumbs up. You can share with a friend. And if you're not subscribed, remember to subscribe there. And it is free. And yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
My mic has entered my chest.
Well, at least it's time to say bye. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye. See you in 3 months.
Boy, say bye to Lonzi.
Oh my God, say bye to Lonzi.
Say bye to Lonzi. Gosh.
Maybe it's not 3 months. Let's see how far I go. I'll miss you.
We'll come find you after 1 month. Hata mimi mulinitafuta. We'll come find you. Let's see how it's going.
Yeah,
but
man.
won't rush you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say bye to Lonzi and Baby G. Probably the next time you see them, they will be separated.
I'll be skinnier.
Yeah. All the best, babe.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Power 25. Subscribe.